Hello everyone, welcome to our video about 4 influential rulers in Russian history. Today, we will be discussing the contributions and impact of Peter the Great, Catherine I, Peter II, and Anna Ivanovna. Peter I, also known as Peter the Great, 1672 to 1725, was the Tsar of all Russia from 1682 and the first emperor from 1721 until his death. Initially sharing power with his half-brother Ivan V, Peter became an absolute monarch in 1696. His reign was marked by successful wars against the Ottoman and Swedish empires, leading to the expansion of Russia's territory and the establishment of the Imperial Russian Navy. Peter initiated a cultural revolution, modernizing Russia by adopting Western customs. His reforms included introducing the Gregorian calendar, founding the first Russian newspaper, Sankt Peterburgsky Vedomosti, and reforming Russian orthography. In 1703, he founded the city of St. Petersburg as a window to the west and later moved the capital there. Peter encouraged higher education, industrialization, and initiated the Russian Academy of Sciences and St. Petersburg State University in 1724. As a child, Peter grew up under the influence of tutors like Nikita Zotov, Patrick Gordon, and Paul Menesius. He became Tsar at 10, jointly ruling with his half-brother Ivan until 1696. Peter faced a rebellion led by Sophia, Ivan's sister, who acted as regent, but eventually, Peter and Ivan were proclaimed joint Tsars. Peter's interest in the West led him to undertake the Grand Embassy in 1697, a journey through Western Europe aimed at seeking aid from European monarchs. Despite limited success, the experience influenced his policies. He modernized Russian society, introducing European clothing, shaving beards, and imposing a beard tax. Peter also implemented industrialization efforts and founded the first Russian Navy base in Taganrog. The Great Northern War, 1700 to 1721, against Sweden was a pivotal part of Peter's reign. Initially facing defeat, Peter reorganized the army and achieved a decisive victory at the Battle of Poltava in 1709. The war concluded with the Treaty of Nystad in 1721, securing substantial territorial gains for Russia. Peter's legacy includes the modernization of Russia, the establishment of St. Petersburg, and his contributions to education and science. His administrative reforms, including the creation of the governing Senate, the Collegium, and the Table of Ranks, had a lasting impact on Russian institutions. Peter the Great's reign transformed Russia into a major European power. Catherine I Alexeyevna Mikhailova, 1684 to 1727, was the second wife of Peter the Great and Empress Regnant of Russia from 1725 to 1727. Born as Marta Helena Skoronska in the Polish-Lithuanian Commonwealth, she faced a challenging early life marked by the deaths of her parents and her upbringing as a servant in Latvia. In 1703, Marta, now known as Catherine Alexeyevna, entered Peter the Great's household as his mistress, eventually converting to Orthodoxy. They married secretly in 1707 and had 12 children, with only 2 surviving to adulthood. Catherine's reign as empress began in 1724 after Peter's death. She faced an estrangement with Peter due to her support for Willem Mons, but her influence among the Guards regiments led to her proclamation as ruler. Catherine I aimed to reduce military expenses during her reign, earning a reputation for fairness. She died in 1727, recognizing Peter II as her successor. Catherine was the first woman to rule Imperial Russia, influencing subsequent female rulers, including her daughter Elizabeth and granddaughter-in-law Catherine the Great. Her legacy includes the city of Ekaterinburg, named after her, and her contributions to St. Petersburg, such as the Catherine Palace and bridges. Despite her humble origins, Catherine's policies were generally reasonable and cautious, with her early life's details considered a state secret by later generations of Tsars. Peter II Alexeyevich, born on October 23, 1715, in St. Petersburg, ascended to the throne of Russia in 1727 at the age of 11, following the death of his great-aunt Catherine I. Despite being the only male heir of Peter the Great's lineage, his short reign was characterized by a lack of interest in state affairs and a turbulent political atmosphere. During Peter II's early years, influential figures like Alexander Menshikov and Prince Alexei Dolgorukov played significant roles in shaping his rule. Menshikov's dominance faced challenges, leading to his exile, and Dolgorukov, along with his son Ivan, became influential favorites at the court. Peter II's reign was marked by a lack of focus on governance, as he preferred indulging in personal pursuits like hunting and feasting. His engagement to Ekaterina Dolgorukova was orchestrated by the Dolgorukov family in an attempt to solidify their connection to the imperial bloodline. However, Peter II's sudden death from smallpox on January 30, 1730, at the age of 14, abruptly ended the plans for his marriage and marked the conclusion of the direct male line of the Romanov dynasty. Despite his brief and relatively inconsequential rule, Peter II's death had profound implications for Russian history. With no direct male heir, the Romanov dynasty faced a succession crisis. Anna of Russia, also known as Anna Ivanovna, lived from February 7, 1693, to October 28, 1740. She served as regent of the Duchy of Courland from 1711 to 1730 and then ruled as Empress of Russia from 1730 to 1740. Her reign was marked by influences from her uncle, Peter the Great, including lavish building projects in St. Petersburg and support for the Russian Academy of Science. Anna's administration favored the nobility, and she repealed a primogeniture law in 1730. Anna was born in Moscow, the daughter of Tsar Ivan V and Praskovia Saltykova. After her husband's death, she ruled Courland for almost 2 decades. In 1730, Tsar Peter II died childless, leading to a succession crisis. Anna was chosen as the new Empress of Russia by the Supreme Privy Council. Initially bound by conditions, she soon repudiated them, assuming autocratic powers. Anna's reign was characterized by her strong will, eccentricity, and cruelty. Her lover, Ernst Johann von Biron, a Baltic German, influenced her administration, leading to resentment among the Russian nobility. Anna's foreign policy included involvement in the War of the Polish Succession and the Russo-Turkish War. Her rule saw the establishment of a protectorate over the Khan of the Kyrgyz. Chinese embassies to her court were unique occurrences during the 18th century. After being widowed, Anna never remarried and enjoyed the power she held over men. Her reign is often referred to as the Age of Byron, as her lover, Byron, had a significant impact on her policies. Anna died in 1740 at the age of 47, leaving Ivan VI as her successor. However, her death led to political upheaval, and Elizabeth Petrovna eventually gained the throne. While Anna's reign was viewed as a continuation of Peter the Great's reforms in the West, within Russia, it is often referred to as a dark era due to her personality flaws, questionable actions, and the persistence of social issues like serfdom and lower-class slavery. The lavish court life she restored was overshadowed by the human cost of war during her rule. These 4 rulers played crucial roles in shaping Russian history, and their legacies continue to influence the country today. From modernization and westernization to cultural and educational advancements, their contributions have left a lasting impact on Russia. Thank you for watching, and don't forget to like and subscribe for more historical videos.